our school, there are currently about 375 children on roll from the ages of 3 to 11. We are situated in North Tyneside in the northeast of England. Our locality is one where there are significant levels of deprivation. However, the community is very, very mixed, and we enjoy a high level of parental support for the work of the school. Many of our children do face additional challenges, socially, emotionally, and sometimes behaviourally. We got involved with the Small Steps Improvement programme because it really offered us a context for improvement. We would have tried to implement changes by ourselves, but this came as a timely opportunity for us to really explore it in a much more structured and supported way. The Small Steps Improvement workshops were an excellent opportunity to get together with colleagues from catering services, our kitchen, other schools and governors to fully explore the changes that we want to make at Denbigh and that we've wanted to make for a long time. It offered us an opportunity to share good practice and to bounce ideas off one another. It was useful because there was a national perspective and a local perspective coming together. It gave us plenty of time for discussion and plenty of time for reflection. It was an opportunity that normally we couldn't have had based on time constraints. It gave us the time to get together with the cook supervisor, her supervisors and ourselves to really think about what we wanted to do. There have been lots of benefits from attending the Small Steps Improvement programme. A lot of it has been joining up the curriculum aspects of our work with the strategic improvements we wanted to make. It's joined up what my hopes and aspirations would be for the lunchtime experience in terms of it being more sociable, more focused on healthy choices. But what it's done is it's linked it with the children. So the children have had a voice and participated. The staff have got a fundamental understanding of where we're coming from at the beginning, and their opinions and views have been sought. So the benefits have been that it's been participatory. All manner of stakeholders in the school have been able to contribute. Also, it's given us a clearer action plan of where we want to go in the long term, the medium term and the short term. And it's galvanised interest by the pupils. You know, it's given us a great focus to have a joined up approach to food in schools and mealtime experiences in schools. Myself and the PSHC coordinator were involved in driving this forward, though I have to say the PSHC coordinator, Rebecca Berrin, has been the driving force. In a sense, I set the strategic context for what I was hoping to achieve at Denbigh, and Rebecca was very much on board with that. But because she's a class teacher and a coordinator of PSHCE, it enabled her to put together my strategic vision, where I wanted this to go, and the curriculum-based approach. And also she underpinned it with a participatory approach by staff and children. So it was the kind of linking of those two sort of perspectives that I think has added strength to this. So really she's the driving force. And then once the children were consulted, and once the staff were consulted, they are the driving force, because it gave them a real voice. And so if there was any resistance before, we had an evidence base for what the children wanted, what the staff perceptions were, and therefore that created a clearer way forward, all of which subscribed to what my vision for improvement for the lunchtime experience would have been.
I found the Small Steps Improvement workshops really helpful. I was very new to changing any lunchtime provisions and doing this kind of project before. So I found going and meeting new people was really interesting, hearing what other people had to say, the changes that they'd already made and the things that they noticed, and being able to make comparisons was very helpful. I think it has brought together, for me personally, with myself and catering services, I've been able to sort of get more involved in what they do and how we can work together. We've been able to explain to the children and the staff what the Small Steps Improvement programme is actually about. We've been able to look at what the provision is at the moment and where the areas and positive changes could be made and how it would best suit the school. So it's been really beneficial in terms of actually raising awareness and getting everybody on board and getting everybody excited about the project. We involved the staff with the SSI team by actually doing a staff meeting. This was held one night after school, and all the staff were giving a programme of what was the Small Steps was actually about, and they were all asked to contribute suggested ideas for change. The staff then actually themselves said that they would like to take it on as a PSHCE activity, and they actually took it back to the classroom the following day, and they talked to the children about what was happening, what the Small Steps was about, what it actually meant to school, and they let the children lead the activity and the actual lesson. And a lot of children made lists of suggestions that they had, lists of ideas that they enjoyed, that they didn't enjoy. They also, some children actually made plans for the outdoor area, because as well as doing Small Steps within the dining environment, we want to take it outdoors as well. And so the children suggested games they'd like to play, toys they'd like to have out on the yard. So it's been really good in that sense. When we actually gathered all the information from the consultations, we put it all together and went through what it actually was, what the children were saying, what the staff was saying, and we made lists of positive changes and things that we needed to address sort of short term. And what we did was we then collated and made a short-term action plan and a medium-term action plan, so that the children could actually see that what they'd suggested was being acted upon quite quickly, and the ones that we couldn't do straight away, the children could see that their ideas had still been taken on board, but it might just take us a little bit longer to get there and put them in place. The main differences that we would like to make to lunchtime provision is to actually change the dining environment that we currently have, to make it more relaxed in terms of changing the furniture, to introducing trays and plates and remove the flight trays that we currently have, and also looking at introducing grab bags as an option for both children staying for lunch and for packed lunches.
In terms of the future, I see this not being an end. The action plan isn't an end. It just goes on and on and on to further refine what we do and how we make even more improvements. It's not an end in itself, it's a process of change, which is starting now, but we don't know what the ending's going to be, because the children and the staff will write that for us.